Welcome back to the channel. The U.S. men's national team kicked off their 2025 Gold Cup campaign with a dominant 5-0 win over Trinidad and Tobago, silencing any doubts about this young MLS-heavy squad. From the first whistle, the team played with energy, confidence, and cohesion, controlling every phase of play. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement that this group is ready to compete at the highest level. Today, we'll break down the three biggest talking points: Malik Tillman's breakout, Pochettino's tactical masterclass, and Diego Luna's hometown heroics. Let's dive in. Malik Tillman was the undisputed man of the match. He commanded the field with an authority we haven't seen from him before in a USMNT shirt. It was a performance that had fans buzzing, analysts dissecting, and opponents taking notice. He wasn't just good, he was dominant. For years, fans have waited to see his club brilliance translate to the national team. There's always been a sense of untapped potential, a feeling that he was on the verge of something special. We've seen glimpses, flashes of brilliance, but never the sustained excellence that many believed he was capable of. The question was always, when will Tillman truly arrive? And last night, it finally did. The promise became reality. The potential was realized. He didn't just play well, he took control, he dictated the game, and he delivered a performance that will be remembered for a long time. Tillman dictated the tempo from midfield, orchestrating attacks and controlling the flow of the game. He was the metronome, setting the rhythm and pace for the entire team. Every pass, every movement, every decision seemed to be perfectly calculated and executed, scoring twice with composure and flair. Both goals were moments of individual brilliance, showcasing his skill, his technique, and his ability to find the back of the net when it mattered most. He stepped up in a big moment and delivered. His first goal settled the team, calming any early nerves and providing a platform for them to build upon. It was a crucial moment that shifted the momentum of the game and allowed the USMNT to play with more confidence and freedom. His second, a dazzling solo effort, a moment of pure magic that left defenders in his wake. It was the kind of goal that gets fans out of their seats and makes highlight reels for years to come, showed his confidence and technical skill. He wasn't afraid to take on defenders, to try audacious moves, and to express himself on the field. It was a performance full of swagger and belief. But it wasn't just about goals. His contribution extended far beyond finding the back of the net. He was a complete midfielder, contributing in every phase of the game. Tillman's link-up play with McGlynn and Luna was electric. The understanding and connection between the three were clear, creating a dynamic and fluid midfield that was difficult for the opposition to contain. Their quick, one-touch passing tore through Trinidad and Tobago's defense, creating space and opportunities for the forwards. It was a display of intricate interplay and intelligent movement, making the midfield look like a well-oiled machine. Each player knew their role, and they executed it with precision and efficiency. This trio's chemistry is exactly what the USMNT has been missing: a cohesive and creative unit that can unlock defenses and control the midfield battle. Creativity, movement, and control. Qualities that are essential for any successful team, and Tillman, McGlynn, and Luna provided them in abundance. Tillman embraced the pressure, thriving in the spotlight and showing that he can handle the responsibility of being a key player for the national team, showing leadership and work rate on both sides of the ball. He wasn't just a luxury player, he was willing to put in the hard yards defensively, pressing opponents and tracking back to help his teammates. His passing range opened up the field, stretching the opposition defense and creating space for the attackers to exploit, finding wingers and breaking lines with ease. His vision and accuracy were exceptional, picking out teammates with pinpoint passes that unlocked the defense. For the first time, he looked like the engine of the team, the driving force that propelled the USMNT forward. Not just a passenger, he was actively involved in every aspect of the game, taking responsibility and leading by example. The relief among fans was obvious, a collective sigh of satisfaction that their faith in Tillman was finally being rewarded. This is the Tillman we've been hoping for, the player we knew he could be, finally delivering on the big stage. He pressed, tracked back, showing a commitment to the team that was infectious, and combined beautifully with Luna, forming a telepathic connection that caused all sorts of problems for the opposition, forming a partnership that defenders couldn't handle. Their movement, their passing, their understanding of each other's game was a joy to watch. His first touch and composure under pressure allowed him to control the ball in tight spaces and make intelligent decisions. gave him time to make the right decisions, whether to pass, dribble, or shoot. He never seemed rushed or flustered, always making the right choice at the right time. Whether passing, dribbling, or shooting, he had all the tools in his arsenal, and he used them effectively. This performance sets a new standard for him in a U.S. shirt. It's a benchmark that he needs to strive for in every game. The challenge now is consistency, to replicate this level of performance on a regular basis. But if he keeps this up, he'll be one of the tournament's stars. He has the talent, the ability, and now the confidence to make a real impact. Tillman's flair, his creativity, his willingness to try the unexpected added a new dimension to the USMNT's attack. Nutmegs, clever turns, back heels. He brought a sense of joy and excitement to the game. Wasn't just for show, it was effective, purposeful, and contributed to the team's success. It demoralized the opposition and energized his teammates. His confidence and swagger were contagious, lifting the entire team. Last night felt like a turning point, a moment where Tillman finally announced himself as a force to be reckoned with. Tillman is no longer just a player with potential. He's a player who is delivering on that potential, but a difference maker on the international stage. He's a player that opponents will now fear and respect. He dominated, controlling the midfield and dictating the tempo of the game, announcing himself as a force in CONCACAF. He's a player that can help the USMNT compete with the best teams in the region. For USMNT fans, it was a glimpse of a bright future, a reason to be optimistic about the team's chances in upcoming tournaments. The Tillman Show was in full effect, a dazzling display of skill, creativity, and determination. And it was a joy to watch, a performance that will live long in the memory of USMNT fans. This is the kind of performance that can define a player's career, a moment that they can look back on with pride, that can launch a player's international career. It's a platform for him to build upon and become a true star for the USMNT. He's set the bar high, raising expectations for himself and for the team. Now it's time to see if he can keep raising it. The future is bright for Malik Tillman and for the USMNT. The US finally has a creative spark in midfield, a player who can unlock defenses and create opportunities for his teammates. And that changes everything. It transforms the team from one with potential to one with genuine aspirations of success. Great individual performances don't just happen. They are often the result of meticulous planning and strategic thinking. They start with great tactics, a well-defined game plan that sets the stage for success. And in this particular victory, Mauricio Pochettino deserves huge credit. His tactical acumen and leadership were instrumental in orchestrating this impressive result. Under pressure after a string of poor friendlies, where the team struggled to find its rhythm and identity, he made bold choices, trusting youth, giving young players a chance to shine on the big stage. He prioritized skill, the technical ability of his players to execute his vision, and chemistry over experience, fostering a sense of unity and understanding within the squad. The midfield trio of Tillman, a dynamic presence in the center of the pitch, McGlynn, with his vision and passing range, and Luna, a tireless worker who linked defense and attack, prioritized ball control and quick movement, ensuring the team maintained possession and dictated the tempo of the game, and it paid off handsomely, leading to numerous scoring opportunities and ultimately a resounding victory. Tim Ream's leadership at the back, his experience and composure, gave the young squad confidence to play higher and take risks, knowing they had a reliable presence behind them. Luca de la Torre anchored the midfield, providing a shield in front of the defense, providing balance and freeing up the creative players to express themselves further up the pitch. The team's ball movement was sharp and purposeful. Every pass had a clear intention, no more slow, sideways passing that lacked penetration and creativity. Pochettino's system empowered players to express themselves, to showcase their individual flair and creativity within the framework of the team's strategy, with fullbacks pushing high and midfielders interchanging to create space, constantly disrupting the opponent's defensive shape. His substitutions were proactive, designed to inject fresh impetus into the game, bringing on Aaronson and Wright, injected fresh energy and led directly to more goals, demonstrating the depth and quality of the squad. This ruthlessness showed a manager intent on making a statement, a clear signal of his ambition and desire to win, not just holding a lead but extending it and dominating the opposition. The result? A 5-0 win that restored belief and changed the team's narrative, silencing the critics and reigniting the fans' passion. Defensive organization was just as impressive, a testament to the team's discipline and commitment to defending as a unit. Trinidad and Tobago barely threatened, struggling to create any meaningful chances. The pressing from the front set the tone, disrupting the opponent's build-up play and forcing them into errors, and every player knew their role, executing their responsibilities with precision and focus. This was a cohesive, well-drilled unit, a team that functioned as a single entity, not just a collection of individuals, but a group of players united by a common goal. Pochettino's tactical fingerprints were everywhere, a clear indication of his influence and the effectiveness of his methods, width, rotations, high press, all key components of his tactical philosophy, and exploiting the opponent's weaknesses, identifying and targeting vulnerabilities in their defensive structure. The win gives the team confidence and momentum, a surge of positive energy that can propel them forward, heading into the rest of the tournament with renewed belief in their ability to compete and succeed. It's a foundation to build on, a solid base upon which to construct future victories, and a blueprint for future success, a template for how the team can approach games and achieve positive results. The manager's plan provided the structure, the framework within which the players could operate. The players brought it to life, executing the game plan with skill, determination, and passion. This was a victory for both tactics and talent, a demonstration of what can be achieved when strategic thinking is combined with individual brilliance. Pochettino has set a new standard for the USMNT, raising the bar for performance and expectations. If they keep playing like this, maintaining this level of intensity and tactical discipline, they'll be a real threat to any team they face, a force to be reckoned with on the international stage. The Gold Cup just got a lot more interesting, with the USMNT emerging as a serious contender. And it all started with the perfect plan, a meticulously crafted strategy that unlocked the team's potential and led to a memorable victory. While Tillman rightfully stole a good portion of the spotlight with his performance, let's not forget the other standout player on the field. Diego Luna's story, in many ways, was just as inspiring, if not more so, considering the circumstances. He stepped onto that pitch with a fire in his belly and a point to prove. Playing near his hometown, with the added pressure and excitement that comes with it, with family and friends in the stands, a sea of familiar faces cheering his every move, Luna brought an infectious energy and passion to the game, evident from the first whistle. He was a spark plug, igniting the team's performance with his relentless drive. He didn't just show up to fill a spot. He made a tangible difference, impacting the game in multiple facets. He wasn't afraid to take on defenders, create opportunities, and dictate the tempo of the match, directly contributing to 2 crucial goals, showcasing his ability to not only create chances but also to be in the right place at the right time. He did so with his exceptional creativity and vision, spotting passes that others simply didn't see. His awareness on the field was truly remarkable. Luna's fearless dribbling, his willingness to take on defenders one-on-one, and his quick decision-making under pressure were a constant threat to the opposition. He consistently made the right choices, whether it was a pass, a shot, or a dribble, kept defenders constantly on their heels, unsure of what he would do next, and opened up valuable space for his teammates to exploit, creating opportunities where there seemed to be none. His partnership with Tillman in the midfield was particularly dynamic. Luna's directness and willingness to attack the defense complemented Tillman's craft and guile, creating a beautiful synergy on the field, creating a truly devastating and difficult-to-defend midfield duo that caused problems for the opposition all night long. The unwavering support from the hometown crowd visibly fueled him, giving him an extra boost of energy and motivation. And you could see how much it meant to him every time he touched the ball, a visible connection between player and fans. This performance felt like a true breakout moment for Luna, a coming-of-age game that showcased his immense potential. Proof positive that Luna isn't just a promising prospect for the future, someone to keep an eye on down the line, but a player who is ready to contribute meaningfully to the team right now, in the present. Off the ball, his relentless pressing and tireless work rate set the tone and standard for the entire team's defensive effort, inspiring his teammates to follow suit. Luna's deep connection to the local community added a special emotional layer to the game, making it even more meaningful for everyone involved, reminding us all of the humble grassroots dreams and aspirations that fuel the beautiful game and inspire young players everywhere. His bravery on the ball stood out, always actively looking to make something positive happen, and never afraid to take calculated risks in the attacking third. For such a young player, his spatial awareness and intelligent movement between the lines were particularly impressive and beyond his years. He played with a visible joy and enthusiasm, lifting the spirits of the entire squad and reminding everyone watching, both on the field and in the stands, why they love the beautiful game so much. Luna's link-up play and understanding with the forwards were remarkably sharp and intuitive, and his decision-making in the crucial final third of the field was mature and composed, far beyond what you'd expect from a player of his age and experience. This game will undoubtedly provide a significant boost to his confidence, and further solidify the belief that he not only belongs at this high level of competition, but can thrive here. The unwavering support and presence of his family and close friends in the stands made this already special night even more unforgettable and emotionally resonant for the young player. Luna's outstanding performance was a shining example of a young player seizing the moment and making the absolute most of his opportunity. He brought boundless energy to the field, creativity that unlocked the opposition's defense, and a palpable hometown passion that not only ignited the team's performance, but also electrified the atmosphere in the stadium and captivated the crowd. With performances like this, the USMNT has undoubtedly found another bright and promising rising star to add to its ranks. Luna's story is still just beginning to unfold, with many more chapters yet to be written, but he's already made a significant mark on the team and left a lasting impression on the fans. Nights filled with such passion, skill, and emotion are precisely what dreams are made of for young players like Diego Luna. And for Luna, who has worked tirelessly to reach this point, it's only the very beginning of what promises to be a long and successful journey. A 5-star performance to open the Gold Cup, standout displays, team chemistry, and a crucial win. With 3 points and a big goal difference, the USMNT is in a strong position heading into their next match against Saudi Arabia. Now it's about proving this is the new standard, not a one-off. For Trinidad and Tobago, it's time to regroup and fight for survival against Haiti. What did you think of the match? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Gold Cup coverage. Thanks for watching. See you next time.